This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, it's 11:34. We'll call the meeting to order of the Haslett, Texas Type A EDC. And we have a quorum present, as well as actually I believe all members available today. The president are on phone. Item number 2, virtual meetings best practice. As Katrina had mentioned, if you can keep your phone muted, it reduces white noise. And then the rest of the items pretty much we've done through the last 2 years with the COVID protocol. Item number 3, items of community interest. We have the annual Easter egg hunt event at Community Park on Saturday, April 9th, 4 o'clock. All city offices will be closed on April 15th.
Mr. President,
Good Friday.
on that Easter egg hunt, will they be required to wear masks?
No.
Thank you.
Item number 3.3, volunteer appreciation dinner, April 30th at 6 o'clock at Heritage Baptist Church. Is there anything else, Thad?
No, sir, that's all we have.
Item number 4, discuss and consider an act to approve the minute meetings from our February 23rd meeting.
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes as presented.
I'll second the motion. Bernard?
Aye.
Brenda?
Aye.
Jim?
Yes.
Okay, the motion carries. Item number 5, discuss, consider, and act regarding the financial statements of February 2022.
If you'll look at page 8 of 15 in your packet, you will see that we are only about 42% through our budget year. We have collected a little over 113% of our projected budget. So if y'all drive around the community at all, you see all of the construction going on. So that is still almost all related to the construction activity in the community. So again, as we do our projections, we look at when that might end so that we don't continue to project out beyond that and run into an issue. So for the time being, in the next few years, it will remain probably elevated, and we may change that in our next budget cycle since it is construction related. Now, again, world activities sometimes bring construction to a halt, and we're aware of that as well. So you will see conservative numbers, but we will also try and get a little bit closer to what we think the actuals will be going forward in the next budget cycle. I'm back over at City Hall, so working through, our city administrator resigned and he's in Hutchins, Texas now, so I'm back over helping transition. So you'll see me spending even less right now on office supplies and those types of things because I'm not in the annex. So again, we're still getting all of the work done. I'm writing other budgets right now instead of the EDCs. I'll answer any questions you may have.
Any other questions? I'll make a motion that we accept the February financial statements as presented.
I'll second that.
Brenda?
Agree.
Bernard?
Aye.
Jim?
Yes.
All right, the motion carries. Item number 6, update on current EDC activities.
As I mentioned, actually for the last 2 weeks, Katrina, is that how long I've been over at City Hall? I've been back at City Hall, so a lot of my activity is going to be related to administration, but we are still continuing to do the economic development activity. I've met with Katrina and Shannon. We're working on the EDC website and how that comes together with the city website. Both of those will be completely revamped, streamlined, and easier to navigate once we're through with that process. Haslett Parkway right-of-way, Monday night, City Council approved the amended agreement with NISD that took out the impact fees issue that had gotten combined in that agreement. That night, NISD trustees also approved that agreement. So we are working on signatures now, and we will get those pieces of right-of-way in hand just as soon as we possibly can so that phase 2 can proceed. So we're right on the edge of the timeline, but the removal of that piece from the developer agreement has allowed that to go forward. So we will get parcels 12, 12DE and 26DE very soon. So that was great news. We've been spending a lot of hours on this. I almost gave the woot woot, but because we're finally there. It has taken a long time, and we appreciate y'all's support to get us there as well. So that will move forward. No new updates tonight. Type B does have to pass a resolution. We got all the way to closing on Haslett Feed, and they needed an actual resolution passed and signed before they could close. So that'll reach Type B tonight, and we'll hopefully close that in the next week. And I'll answer any questions you may have, but that's the report this month.
Any questions?
On Haslett Parkway. So are there any other potential holdups to moving into phase 2?
Just the process of getting those documents signed, Paul. We don't see anything else. Now that those pieces of right-of-way are in hand, or as soon as the deeds are in hand, the utilities will begin their work to get out of the way. They have to shoot the survey, move those fences, but none of that is on us. Once we've signed the right-of-way certificates and say that they're in hand, that will be up to the contractor to get out there and shoot the right-of-way, get the fences relocated so that the franchises can start work. So it's from our perspective, this clears the last hurdle. From the contractor's perspective, those other things still need to occur before the franchises can move.
But Zachary is on board with all of that?
Yes, sir. We have a weekly meeting update meeting with Zachary and the engineers on the project from TxDOT and our consulting engineers, and they are fully aware of where we are, and they are on board and ready to go as soon as we get those in hand.
How about what utilities need to be relocated?
On that end of the project, we know we have Atmos. There has been a little bit of a surprise on a high pressure line. We're working through that now, but that won't delay the project. There's also Atmos. I think there's cable over there. So those are the franchises. AT&T, I think, also has something on that end of the project. So we've been communicating with the franchise utilities for 3 years. So they are aware. They just would not do final plans until we had the last right of way and actually order the materials. But we've had their plans for probably 6 months.
What's the surprise with the high pressure line? Did nobody knew that was high pressure, or didn't know the line was there?
Knew it was there. Communications dropped off somewhere between our engineering firm and Atmos in 2020. And the price went from $328,000 to $768,000 because they were also moving it. In that interim where it dropped off of Kimley Horn's radar, Laterra worked with them to relocate the easements required for that high pressure line, and that actually increases the length of our conflict. So we're fighting them right now on that. That won't stop the project, but we are arguing over which percentage of that the city of Haslett should be responsible for. So that, again, the project or the conflict was known. The conflict, we believe at least, has increased due to outside decisions that they made between 2019 and today.
That's a significant difference.
Yes, sir. And that's why we were surprised, and that's why we're fighting, because we believe that our engineers that we contracted with, it's part of their contract for those coordination meetings, and there should not have been a surprise like this.
So are you looking at Kimley Horn to resolve this, or who?
They are working with us. Yes, we are. They are the engineer on this. We're also looking at sources. You know, we transferred money to TxDOT for the entire project, including the water and sewer, and there should be a force account. That's a term they use in there to offset this. But again, we just got to work through that process. And since I wasn't on the project for a little while, I'm having to refresh, find all my old documents, and present the case. So we're confident that it won't cost us the entire amount, but you know, again, we're not sure yet.
Okay,
Bad. On the Hazlitt Feed Farm, is that their existing property that they're going to be nothing?
Yes, sir. They're buying this. If you've noticed, they've painted. They've actually already done a lot of the remodel. They didn't know. None of us knew we were going to have to do this resolution, so they thought they'd already be closed on it. So they went ahead and went forward with the improvement, since all the boards had voted and council had voted. But it's their location where they are.
Right.
Executive session will be brief, but we do have one.
Are there any other questions? Okay, then we'll go ahead and close the regular meeting at 11:46 and then adjourn for an executive session here shortly.
aye.
Hey, you guys need to log out of regular meeting and go to the link that we sent you emailed for executive session. It's a different link.
Is that something you just sent?
Can you not hear me?
We got a little Super Bowl.
Jim, can you hear me?
Yes. I got to turn the log.
Oh. Can you hear me?
I'm trying right now.
Hi, Jim.
Hi.
You got to log out of this meeting and go to the executive session link that we emailed you. You should have gotten it
Okay.
twice.
No, I didn't stop, but I love it.
Okay, Brenda's in, right?
Yeah, Brenda's in this one.
This was gonna be the first place that's enhanced the property that has,
Am I still on?
You're in the wrong meeting, though. You got to go log out of this one, go to executive session. Check your email. We sent you the link.
Yeah. No, I got it, but I can't, it won't activate.
You'll have to log out of this one first before you open the email.
And they make their own sausage there and everything. That's a small store.
All right, then we will reconvene the regular session at 12 o'clock. Next item on the agenda, item number 8, consider an act regarding any items. Oh, no, wait. Item number 8 is consider an act on items from the executive session. There are none. Item number 9, consider an act regarding items to be placed on the next agenda.
I do not have anything specific at this time.
Item number 10 is adjourned.